11 years ago, were there coffee shops that were competing with, were you nervous about competition coffee-wise?
Not necessarily. So when I had found the shop, it was interesting because it was the third coffee shop in that location in 3 years. So we'd be number 3, right? So that's kind of like iffy. But the original owner put about $100,000 into it, and then they exited, and then the next person bought it for $50,000, and I was able to get it at like $36,000 essentially. And so it was kind of an amazing deal because usually a build out for a shop would be quite expensive, equipment, things of that sort.
It was already there equipped?
It was already there. It was already equipped. I mean, literally, we signed papers on August 28th, and we opened on September 2nd. So we just cleaned. That's all we did was clean and like make a new menu.
Yeah.
But with that, it was just looking at how ownership was previously, and it was just like, I think I can do better than $180 a day.
Right.
And now, we're at that location's between $2,000 and $4,000 a day.
A
so,
day.
A day.
Coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's built over the course of 11 years.
Exactly.
Yeah. And that's the one right downtown, right across from the train station. Right, and the train runs right in front of your shop.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The train station, the university, the park, the downtown area, it just kind of has all those things that you're looking for.
So that was your first shop?
That was my first
shop. The
shop.
second one was where?
So it's technically this one, but it depends on what do we mean by what comes first? Because
What was signed first?
What was signed first? Technically this one.
This one was?
This one was signed first.
Because this was not built out, was it?
This was not built out.
Where are we standing? What was it?
It was a truck dock.
Truck dock.
So it was essentially just a place where trucks would come, back up, and deliver for the rest of the building. But it wasn't being used. And so we essentially, we saw the space. I saw that it had high ceilings. It was north facing, so the sun wouldn't be an issue.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think this would be an amazing coffee shop. And when we originally had it, it was a coffee shop and a roastery. And it was mixed use, so we were able to make it work.
Yeah.
And so we were one of the biggest coffee shops, outside of the Chicagoland area, because we made a 4,000 square foot loading dock into a coffee shop and event space.
And was the roaster in the back your event space now?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. But it was getting too small, and without a truck dock, it kind of was harder to get coffee.
Oh, right. Well, there you have it.
On my pallets of coffee, I was like,
what happened?
I was like, dang, that truck dock would have been very useful.
It would have been great.
Right?
What happened?
We filled it with gravel. So
this was the second one, but the third one opened before the second one
Yes,
opened.
because we got the opportunity to be a part of the Elmhurst Public Library. And so we were asked that while we were building this out. And I was just like, that sounds nuts. Why would I do this? Because this has already been a big endeavor. But it ended up being one of the best decisions on a business standpoint because this location with the build out took 6 months longer than I was expecting.
Okay.
And so the library ended up giving us cash right away because it was already there, it was already open. We just had to be there.
And your first location was doing well.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
So that one was doing well, but it wasn't well enough for the build out here.
Okay.
And so the library just ended up being the godsend that we needed to make it all work.
You're really brave, aren't you, too?
Or delusional.
Are you?
I don't know.